Paige, and today I'm going to be going over my November TBR. So these are the books that I plan to read, or at least hope that I read during the month of November. I am a little bit behind considering it's already November 4th and I have 12 books on my TBR and I haven't finished one yet. I at least started one, but I definitely have some reading to do in order to catch up. But I thought I would just kind of talk to you guys, show you what I plan on reading. What do you plan on reading this month? Let me know in the comments below. As always, for my book related videos, I will have my Goodreads, my Amazon wish list, and all of the books that I mentioned linked on Amazon down below in the description box in case you guys are interested. Also gonna throw out the general trigger warning and age warning. These books may have triggering topics. These books may be 18 plus. Keep that in mind. Always look that up before you pick up a book to read. But anyway, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. Also, if you guys happen to be new, hello, I am Paige. I have a mainly beauty channel, but I have been posting a lot of book content recently. I've got book hauls. I just filmed a video where I did like an October wrap up where I talked about all of the books that I read during the month of October and let you know what my ratings were. So definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But today we're going to be talking about books that I have not read yet. So the first three books that I want to talk about are the off-campus books from Elle Kennedy. I have read the first two. I read The Deal, 5 stars, absolutely loved it. Then I read The Mistake, 5 stars again, absolutely loved it. So now I have the next 3 books in the series. We have The Score, which is actually the book that I started. I'm only on chapter 5, so I haven't gotten very far yet, but already I'm loving this book. I would say I'm not loving the male character as much as I did the other two. These books are dual POV, which is so freaking exciting. I love dual POV books, so you get to kind of, you know, read the guy's perspective as well as the girl's perspective. This series is about 4 guys that live in an off-campus house. They all go to Briar University. They're on the hockey team, and each book is about like a different relationship. So there were 4 books in the original series: The Score, The Goal, The Deal, and The Mistake. And then The Legacy actually just came out, and I believe this is like a Where Are They Now? So this is like everybody from the first 4 books like in the future, or like after a time jump. I'm not really too sure, but these are the first 3 books that I plan on reading. I don't have a specific order, so I'm not necessarily gonna read these in order, like back to back to back, but those are the first 3 books that I plan to read at some point this month. The next book that I plan on reading is called The Roommate. I actually am reading this for a little book club that I'm a part of. It's a little small book club that my Twitch fam is a part of. We have a couple of people from the Twitch fam, and it's really fun. So yeah. This is the next book that I need to read. I need to prioritize this read because I'm always late when it comes to the book club. I'm always the last person to finish the book, so they gave me a separate deadline. I have to finish this by like the 15th, and everybody else has pretty much the whole month. So I definitely need to get to reading this. I'll probably read this after I read The Score, which is my current read. So I'll go The Score, then The Roommate, then probably The Goal, and then something else, then The Legacy, and then something else. We'll try to alternate it. I read most of the books, well, let me rephrase that. Most of the books that I read with my friend Kristen, also known as K-Bugs. I've talked about her on my channel in the past. I met her through Twitch actually, and she has become one of my absolute best friends in the whole world. So she actually is starting a YouTube channel, and I would love if you guys could go subscribe to her. I will have her channel linked down below. I know she filmed her first video and she's working on editing it now. It is her like October wrap up. I would love if you guys could go check out her video, subscribe, comment, give her video a thumbs up, tell her that I sent you. I'm so excited. I was so excited when she told me she wanted to start a YouTube channel. I was like, do it, please. So yeah, I read most of the books that what the heck? Most of the books that I read at the same time-ish as her, but she reads way faster than me, so she reads like twice as many books as I do, but it's fine. So yeah, The Roommate I'm reading for a little book club. I also consider doing like a Patreon or like YouTube membership book club, so let me know if you guys are interested in that. I kind of mentioned that in my October wrap-up video, but I just thought I would throw that out here again, so let me know your thoughts. Let's see, next I plan on reading November 9, which is a Colleen Hoover book, and I have nothing to do on November 9th. I made sure my schedule was cleared so that I could spend the entire day reading this book. I don't even know what this is about. I have no clue. I haven't read the back. She did just get a new cover, so I'm not even gonna lie, I am gonna buy the new cover just so that I have both versions. But it looks like this is about Fallon and Ben, and I don't know how, but somehow there's some sort of character crossover between Ugly Love and November 9, and Ugly Love wrecked me in the best and worst way possible. I'm kind of in like a reading slump or like reading hangover. I haven't read anything since I've read Ugly Love. Like, I took a week off of reading, which hasn't happened really since I started reading, and then I read a couple chapters of The Score, but I'm just like, ugh, it's hard for me to like get back into it. So it was fantastic. I highly recommend it. But Colleen posted in a story, she said to read Ugly Love first and then read this, and there's some subtle crossover, so I'm excited about that. I cannot wait to read this. I'm pretty sure these two people meet up on November 9th like every single year, but then they don't talk to each other the rest of the year or something like that. I don't know, but I can't wait to read this. I'm so excited. The next book that I plan on reading is called The Kiss Quotient. This is a super popular book over on TikTok. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like everybody has read this and everybody has loved it. This is a part of a series. I think it's like a trilogy. I have the first book and the third book. I don't have the second book. I think it goes The Kiss Quotient, The Bride Test, and then The Heart Principle, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I have no idea what this is about. I've never read the back of the book. I've just heard so many people rave about this that I knew that I needed it. So I bought this. Who is this by? Helen Huang. I hope I said that correctly. I have never read anything from this author before, so that's always exciting, and I have really high hopes for this. If this doesn't wow me, I'm gonna be disappointed. That's kind of the bad thing about like seeing reviews on social media. Like, I've seen this hyped up so much that my expectation is like up here. So if it's not up here, I'm gonna be mad at every single person who has recommended this book. But I think it sounds good. I don't know what it's about, so I can't even say it sounds good. So that was just a complete lie. Again, my expectation is just so high. Next we have 1,000 Boy Kisses, which I heard this book is gonna make me cry. This is by Tilly Cole. Again, I have no idea what this is about, but it says, one kiss lasts a moment, but 1,000 kisses can last a lifetime. All I know about this is that it's gonna make me cry. I think it's in a sad way, so that's pretty much all I know. It says, one boy, one girl, a bond that is forged in an instant and cherished for a decade, a bond that neither time nor distance can break, a bond that will last forever, or so they believe. So, sounds like there's some trouble in paradise. But yeah, that one is on my list. Then we have The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, I believe. I've never read anything from this author either, but I've heard great things about this author. Like, several of you guys have recommended her books to me. I found out about this one through TikTok, and it was so mean because someone was like telling a story as if it was like their life. I want to say it was The Books I've Loved or something. She always does this. Now it doesn't trick me because I know who she is, but she'll like go on telling this story as if it's her own life, and then it's like, if you want to hear more, read this book. And I'm like, frick, like, I wanted to know what happened. So this is about a girl who I guess goes through a breakup. She needs to find somewhere to live. She moves out of her ex's place, and she finds this guy, I guess, who is renting out his apartment for like half the day kind of thing. So one of them works during the day, one of them works at night. They sleep in the same bed, they live in the same house, but they have never met each other, and they leave little notes and stuff, and yeah. I thought it sounded really interesting, and I can't wait to read it. It's Tiffy and Leon share an apartment. Tiffy and Leon have never met, so I think that sounds really good, and I really hope I can get to that one this month. Next we have The X Talk. I mentioned this in a book haul recently. This one sounds so good. I love the cover. I've heard great things on TikTok. I get all of my book recommendations from TikTok. I am completely on Book Talk. Like 50% of my TikToks are Book Talk or more. But this is about Shay. She's a producer of a radio station, and she's been doing it for like 10 years. The radio station's not doing too hot. There's a new intern guy there. His name is Dominic. He's kind of a know-it-all, kind of full of himself, and thinks he knows how to fix things. But Shay actually comes up with an idea to do a radio show where exes, you know, host it together and give relationship advice, and her boss loves the idea but decides to make her and Dominic the co-hosts, and they haven't dated in real life, so it's not truly like an X Talk, even though they're like pretending it is. So they already aren't getting along because of the whole, like, you know, he's full of himself and she's been doing this for 10 years, so they kind of got off on the wrong foot. But it seems to be some sort of enemies to lovers type thing where they kind of grow to actually like each other, even though they have to pretend to be exes on this radio show, and there's like a risk that they get exposed for not being exes. So I thought this sounded really good, and I definitely want to read that this month. Okay, so my boyfriend just got home, so that's why I like stopped talking mid-sentence, because the door opened and I had my door open so that I could hear when he got home, then I wouldn't get scared, but then I still got scared. So anyway, the last 3 books that I plan to read this month are these 3. I actually haven't mentioned these on my channel before. I just recently ordered these because I wanted my TBR to be the same as Kristen's, and Kristen had these 3 on her TBR and I didn't have them, so I needed them. So yeah, the first one is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. This is another one where my expectation is up here. I have heard such amazing things about this book. I think it's very emotional. I don't really know much of what it's about, but I think it's like childhood friends to lovers. I could be wrong. I don't want to like read too much into it and like spoil anything, but I heard that this was absolutely fantastic and extremely emotional, so I am gonna have to mentally prepare myself for that one. The next book is The Love Hypothesis. This is another viral book on TikTok. Again, I don't really know what this is about. I think it's about scientists. It says, as a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into this situation. Oh boy. At the top here, actually, it says, when a fake relationship, fake dating, I'm so excited. When a fake relationship between scientists meets the irresistible force of attraction, it throws one woman's carefully calculated theories on love into chaos. I cannot wait to read this. I'm so excited. The cover art is so cute as well. So yeah, that's another one that was super hyped. I have high expectations. And then the final one, again, I feel like has been super hyped and I have very high expectations. This is called The Fine Print, and this is part of a series, but I don't think the whole series is out yet, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know. This book has a playlist. Oh, I know some books do, but I don't think I've ever noticed. So this has a playlist, and I think you can like scan your phone on this and it'll open up a Spotify playlist, which is really cool. So we have Casey Musgraves, Cage the Elephant, Ex Ambassadors, Colby Calais, Bubbly, ooh, Mumford & Sons, Hosier, Arctic Monkeys, Ariana Grande, 34 plus 35. Okay, White Horse by Taylor Swift, Taylor's version. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Can't Help Falling in Love, Haley Reinhart. Oh my god, Vance Joy, Fleetwood Mac. This sounds fantastic. So basically the playlist is like the vibes of the book. So I am so excited. So I think this is the theme park one. I wonder if this is dual POV. That would be really cool. I think it is dual POV. Maybe. Let me see. Yes, this is a dual POV book. So we've got Rowan and Zara, I think is how you pronounce it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read the back to you. So for Rowan it says, I'm in the business of creating fairy tales, theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could be all mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Zara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. Things spiraled out of control once I texted her using an alias. By the time I realized where I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings, not when they're destined to ruin them. Oh my god. And then we have Zara, and it says, after submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me a dream job. The catch, I had to work for the most difficult boss I'd ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care. At least not until I discovered his secret. It was time to teach the billionaire that money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. That sounds so good. I cannot wait to read this. This feels like a heavy book. I wonder how many pages this is. It's like 340-ish. But this is by Lauren Asher. I've heard, I think she has some other books as well, but this is the Dreamland Billionaires series, but this is the first book. And like I said, I don't think the other ones are out yet, but I think maybe he has like brothers or something. I'm not too sure, but I can't wait to read this. So those are the 12 books that I hope to read in November. It'll be interesting when I go to film my November wrap-up at the end of November, which hopefully will be the last video that I post this month. We will see how close I stuck to my original TBR and how many of these I actually read this month. I plan on posting very frequently this month, so you're gonna see a lot of videos from me. Also, Vlogmas starts December 1st, so I think I'm gonna post my wrap-up, my November wrap-up on November 30th. Right? That's the last day of November, I'm pretty sure. And then November 1st will be the first day of Vlogmas, which, if you are unfamiliar, I post every single day in December up until Christmas. So you're gonna get every single day videos from me in December and maybe even November, who knows. I have so much content coming, so yeah. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I will have everything linked down below, like I mentioned, my Goodreads, my Amazon wish list, which by the way, I actually got some packages today of books that people sent me from my Amazon wish list, and I want to cry. There is no pressure to do that whatsoever, but if you do, thank you so much. Like, it is so freaking cool and so special. So I should have a book haul coming up soon because I have a little pile that has been growing. And my Goodreads, all of the books that I mentioned today will be linked on my Amazon storefront, so you can click the Amazon link and then everything will be shown there, along with all of the other books that I've mentioned on my channel in the past. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I almost knocked my brush cup over. That would have been scary. Okay, bye.